I'm on the deck of the Titanic.
Their memories can live on.
The original Titanic created it.
The movie Titanic 666 begins with a flashback to the fateful night when the Titanic sank. Elizabeth, a survivor from that tragic event, climbs onto a lifeboat to save her life, but the cable breaks, and the lifeboat crashes into the water. Desperately clinging to an overturned lifeboat, Elizabeth barely manages to survive. Her boyfriend, Charles, spots her from a distance atop an iceberg and swims toward her in the freezing water. But before he can reach her, a ghostly corpse pulls Elizabeth into the depths of the ocean. Years later, a new luxury ship called Titanic III is launched, tracing the same route as the original Titanic. The passengers are excited, including a famous vlogger couple, MIA and Jackson, who plan to live stream their journey. Upon arrival, they are swarmed by fans. Meanwhile, Captain Rose introduces the crew and security, explaining that the ship contains valuable artifacts recovered from the original Titanic, necessitating tight security. A strange girl sneaks aboard the ship, hiding in a bag. She steals a uniform from the crew's changing room and disguises herself. Later, she visits the museum on board, where the Titanic's relics are displayed. She becomes fixated on a violin from the original ship. The manager catches her and scolds her, explaining the violin's immense value. The girl ominously warns him that disturbing the belongings of the dead will bring a curse upon everyone. Before leaving, she steals a pen and a gold coin from the collection. Later, she descends to the lower part of the ship and begins performing a ritual. She places an old picture of the Titanic's captain and summons his spirit. Meanwhile, MIA and Jackson continue their live stream, exploring the ship. They stumble upon the mysterious girl during her ritual and become frightened. Suddenly, a fan appears behind them for a selfie, breaking the tension. Despite the commotion, the girl remains unfazed, and soon the entire ship begins to tremble. Jackson and Mia's camera feed cuts off, and Jackson suggests they leave quickly. In the control room, Captain Rose notices her laptop has stopped working. Realizing a major malfunction has occurred, she tries to reboot the system, but the connection with the outside world is lost. The girl's ritual is successful, and the ghost of the old Titanic captain, her great-grandfather, appears before her. Soon, many other spirits from the original Titanic begin to haunt the ship, although only the audience can see them. As Jackson and MIA explore the lower levels, they hear a hauntingly beautiful violin melody. Mesmerized, they begin to dance until the melody turns into a horrific cacophony, echoing through the entire ship. MIA covers her ears and loses track of Jackson. When she looks for him, he's gone. Panicked, she thinks he has left her, but just then, the manager appears and offers to help. MIA decides to retrieve her phone first, but before she can, the ghostly violinist reappears and takes her life. The guards discover her lifeless body, baffled by her sudden death. Captain Rose orders an investigation and reviews Mia's live stream footage. The video shows MIA and Jackson dancing, with Jackson suddenly vanishing in a cloud of smoke. Moments later, the manager appears on the footage. This makes Rose suspicious, believing the manager might be involved in Jackson's disappearance. She summons the manager for questioning and accuses him of foul play. The manager denies everything, insisting he is innocent. Meanwhile, the mysterious girl resumes her dark ritual, causing the ship's engine to start on its own. Captain Rose rushes to the control room, furious that the engine has been restarted without her orders. To her horror, the crew informs her that the entire system has been hacked and they have lost control of the ship. Titanic III speeds toward the same iceberg that sank the original Titanic. Rose orders the ship to reverse, but the controls are unresponsive. The tension escalates when an engineer is found dead in the engine room, killed by an unseen force. As chaos unfolds, passengers in the ballroom feel the ship shake violently. The captain reassures them that everything is under control, but behind the scenes, the crew is in full panic mode. Among the passengers, a wealthy woman wearing an expensive necklace is approached by another woman who admires the jewelry. When the wealthy woman asks who she is, her necklace suddenly tightens around her neck, strangling her. It becomes clear that the admirer was a ghost, one of many spirits haunting the ship. These ghosts are the souls of those who perished on the original Titanic, angered that their possessions were taken from the sea. The captain realizes the ship is cursed and tries to contact headquarters. She succeeds, but the nearest rescue tugboat is 2 hours away. Time is running out. Suddenly, a girl who had been watching MIA and Jackson's vlogs shows the captain video evidence of a ghost killing MIA. She warns that the entire ship is under supernatural control. Rose, skeptical, dismisses the idea. Elsewhere, the manager encounters a ghost in his room. Terrified, he tries to escape but is overpowered and dragged into the water. Meanwhile, the guard brings the mysterious girl to the captain. She warns that they will all suffer the curse of the Titanic's dead. Despite the mounting evidence, Rose refuses to believe her. As the guard escorts the manager back to his room, they spot the mysterious girl again. The manager accuses her of being responsible for the haunting. The girl only smiles and says, "I know what is happening here. But I will not tell you anything. Because even if I tell, no one will believe me. Look, all the mistakes are made by this man. He went thousands of feet down in the sea and took out the things of old people from the old Titanic. Only those people have come to take their things back from here. And because of this, a curse has come on this ship. That is, a curse has come. And now no one who travels in this ship will survive." After listening to this girl, the guard first locked this girl in a strange room, where she was happily locked. But she was constantly saying that I knew everyone would die. As soon as she said this, the girl's grandfather, that is, the last captain of the Titanic, also came. Seeing this, man was also scared. He thought it was a trap for this girl. As soon as the captain came close to him, to keep the captain away from him, this man fired a bullet. But the bullet passed through the captain's ghost and hit his friend. And suddenly the light of this whole Titanic also went off. Meanwhile, this ghost gave a little power to this girl. Seeing this, the other man got scared. And this girl easily got out of this locked room. On the other side, after the light went off in the control deck, the captain saw a strange thing there. It was a ghost. When the captain asked everyone to turn on the light and show it there, she didn't see anyone there. And the captain thought that whatever she saw was probably her illusion. After all this, the girl also came inside the control deck, to which her captain grandfather gave powers. As soon as she takes the powers, she takes all the control here, and takes the ship and goes towards the same iceberg where the old Titanic was hit and sunk. Now the captain was surprised to see. As soon as this girl came, all these systems started working again. She said to this girl, "What do you want? Please stop all this. Look, everyone will die like this. Look, the ship will sink, and you will also die." Then the girl said that it didn't matter to me. During their conversation, the manager also came here. He was scared. He said to the captain, "Look, I know what is happening here. If we drop all the things brought by the old Titanic from this ship, then the curse here will break.